Hello everyone, this is Sean from Barry Digital Media and I hope you are doing well. Today I'm reviewing this article that I found. LinkedIn shares brand building tips for B2B marketers from Social Media Today. And so I reviewed this article and it pretty much says that the best way to build trust for your LinkedIn profile is to create and share more video content on your channels. So that sounds interesting, but it's also pretty much the trend we're seeing already. Usually in paid ads, we want to use videos rather than images, just because if you have a person speaking, it's much easier to connect rather than just a static image. So it also links to a report which I have right here, and I reviewed the slides as well, and I found this one resonated the most. This is the trust era. The most trusted brands won't just be remembered, but instead chosen. Buyers don't just want information, they want something they can believe in. In a crowded market, the brands that lead with clarity and conviction stand out. Trust builds relationships. Relationships drive results. In the trust era, growth doesn't end at conversion. Trust powers the flywheel and loyalty keeps it in motion. So I do think that this slide is on point. And again, I think authenticity and building trust is something that's going to help differentiate your business from another business, especially now that AI is emerging and it's so easy to create content with AI, and it's so easy to even generate quality content from AI. But being clever, not clever, but being more authentic, creating videos where perhaps it's not as refined as something that's generated from AI, I think will help build trust in the long term. So this did spark an interesting. It did spark my interest. So I wanted to take a look at just a couple trends that are going on in Google in what it's saying in the news section. And I do see personalization and trust are driving consumer banking ad strategies in 2025. So personalization is a big thing, and having ads and content more match the customer and have it more relevant to them. And I think that is unlocking trust because it's more personalized. Although I am seeing a couple news articles as well, just about how AI data, well, let me re-say that. Customer trust in crisis with privacy concerns. And so I think that's basically because all these companies are gathering huge amounts of data on all of us and the power of AI. I imagine that the AI is just going to be able to sort through that data and make all sorts of sensitive insights and also predictions from that data. Now, I also put it into Google Trends here, and over the past 12 months, we can see that trust does seem to be searched a little bit more. It seems to be about 75% around July of 2024, but then the trend is up to 100% in July 27th to August 1st. So it's definitely peaking there. And the results down here are kind of interesting. God's not dead, in God we trust. That's a breakout topic. And then another thing which could be fueling just the topic of trust and what I was saying before about just all this data that we're collecting. Apparently, Evolve Bank and trust data breach. So there, especially in the last couple of years, there's been a lot of data breaches across many companies. Having a trustworthy platform and a trustworthy business who can handle sensitive info is definitely something that will prove value over time. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a good day.